Don't you ever wonder what life would be like on Mars? Or maybe just somewhere else.
Hello, everybody. This is...
My name's Jackson Bird. I have a YouTube channel called Jack Is Not a Bird, where I share my experiences being a trans guy and try to share the experiences of other trans people as well, and also talk about nerdy things and sometimes waffles.
Reality's holding me down, sure, but a downpour won't dampen my wish to get the hell out of this. I can't stay here, I'm running away here.
And today, we're going to talk about something super exciting that I don't think a lot of people talk about, and that is gender euphoria.
Yay!
So my first question for you, Jack, is what is it? What do you think gender euphoria is?
My perception of gender euphoria has always been things about the expression or experience of your gender that make you really, really happy and feel sort of content and affirmed in your gender. It is, contrary to dysphoria, which makes you feel very discontent and lots of bad, not happy feelings.
When do you experience gender euphoria? Right now in your life?
I'm at a point, I'm 3 years transitioned in on T, and I'm a binary trans guy, so I don't have a lot of those big milestone moments anymore, and
Right.
I think a lot of those are when I especially experienced gender euphoria. I mean, the most recent thing for me, I remember distinctly when I got my passport with my, new name and picture and gender and everything on it, and I was just, ecstatic.
Do you think that gender euphoria is a thing that occurs and then kind of goes away? Is it a first time kind of a thing? Like the first time we hear the correct pronouns, or the first time we change our name? Because you're having a hard time thinking of moments,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I think it comes in blips, but it's not exclusive to just first time moments. So I think many times when I'm at a formal affair and wearing a suit because I'm required to wear a suit, that's pretty cool. I
Right.
like that. But as time goes on, that becomes more normalized, and I start thinking about, oh, my tie is itching my neck and my shoes hurt, and and it just becomes a normal everyday thing and less of the ah.
It is interesting to experience that transition of I want this, give that to me, it'd make me so happy to oh, I love it, I have it. Okay, this is normal. My neck is itchy. It's an interesting progression.
And I do have to say that any times I've experienced gender euphoria, it has been sort of a mix of ecstatic happiness with the normal thing, even in the first moments, which sometimes in my early experimenting with transition made me feel oh wait, shouldn't I be more happy? For example, the first time that I binded and saw my flat chest, I was super, super happy, but also it felt so right and normal.
Sure.
That it was a weird balance thing.
Can you remember any of your other first times experiencing gender euphoria?
Yeah, I remember early on I made a STP device out of a medicine spoon.
Cool.
Yeah, which there are tutorials online for. It's not a great option for an STP device, but that was the first time that I successfully stood up to pee. I didn't think I would be as excited and happy about that as I was, but I was just oh my god, this is awesome.
Has experienced gender euphoria ever highlighted dysphoria or kind of shone a light on something you didn't even know you were dysphoric about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I mean, I don't know if I can think of an exact moment, but I do just generally feel almost every aspect of being trans is the high and the low going together. Maybe if I'm so excited about getting to wear a suit to a wedding, I also experience the dysphoria of oh, but why didn't I get to do this my whole life? Or why don't I look like the other guys? Or why do we have such gendered clothing for people at weddings? And that bums me out, though that's not really dysphoria, that's just me being sad about society. But yeah, I think it definitely does bring up these other things, especially maybe those thoughts of I'm not where I want to be yet. I don't look how I want to look yet. I'm comparing myself to others. So even though you're having that very personal euphoric experience, it's still bubbling up all this other dysphoric stuff.
I think that totally makes sense. It's also highlighted dysphoria for me in a different way. So for example, my whole life, I never really jived with my old name, but it was okay. It was fine. When I heard it, I didn't cringe. It wasn't upsetting. But then I thought to myself, I don't hate my old name, but I don't particularly love it. What if I just tried something new? And so I tried Ash. So that decision wasn't born out of dysphoria. It was born out of just uncontentment, and then curiosity, and then I now love Ash. I really dig it. It's super cool. But my relationship with my old name has now changed.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world if I hear it, but it's just a little bit more cringy now. And then and when it happens, it's a bigger deal now. And it's just like,
No, that makes so much sense. And now that you bring it up, I'm thinking about when I came out and wanted everyone to treat me as male, like he, him pronouns, trying to be read as male most of the time when I went out in public and like started testosterone. That was really euphoric. I mean, it was the best time. I've been reviewing footage of that time in my life and I looked so happy and it was great. But also it brought about so much dysphoria because before, when it was just like me kind of experimenting with things, if I got misgendered, if someone used the wrong name or pronouns, it didn't bother me as much. But like now that I was trying to like actively be read and treated as a guy, I got so dysphoric when I got misgendered.
Did you have any moments of gender euphoria that kind of helped you discover who you were?
I think all of the early ones where, you know, like the first time seeing my flat chest, the first time standing to pee.
I like moments like that, and I like talking about things like gender euphoria because I think they remind us that different people discover their transness in different ways, and there's a lot of people out there who realize they're trans because of moments of gender euphoria. And I think it just goes to highlight like different kind of trans narratives. If you're not sure if you've ever experienced gender euphoria before, or you're kind of like questioning your identity, or you don't know who you are, what do you think are some ways that you can like hunt for gender euphoria?
I mean, I think it first depends on, and maybe you don't know this yet, but maybe like what ways you are curious or possibly dysphoric about your identity, whether it's like how people treat you or your name or your expression, and then maybe like play with those a little bit in certain ways. And it doesn't have to be big ways like buying a binder or, you know, something like that. It could be, hey, this one outfit in my closet is a little bit more towards the gender that I kind of like, and maybe I'll wear that around my friends or wear it to take a couple of pictures in my own bedroom by myself and see how that feels.
I love experimentation. What I like to do, and what we do at home sometimes, hi Grace, is we create like a safe private space at home where we say, hey, I'm not sure about this name, I'm not sure about these pronouns, I'm not sure about this outfit, but could you around the house try calling me this? Or like, if I wore this, would you just let me wear it? Be excited for
Affirm me.
Yeah, exactly. So you can find people that you trust and you feel safe with, and you can try different things, and then you can kind of figure out like what pings your euphoria. And then that is like a good way to figure out your gender and your gender identity and who you are, or maybe even just what you like.
And I will also say when I was in college, I would go to the LGBT center, and there was like one trans group, and that was the only place where like I was out and people used a male name and male pronouns. And so that was like a safe space where I didn't know those people outside of it. Like none of my other friends went there, and I could just go and see how that felt. One thing I do want to add is, because we've been talking a lot about, you know, when we experimented with these things, it felt so great and so awesome. I don't know about you, but it didn't every time right away for me. You know, there were times, like we were saying, it's tied so closely with dysphoria. And so I would just say, don't feel like, you know, if you try on a certain outfit or a certain pronoun and you don't feel super euphoric right away, that doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. Like sometimes just because it is new and different, it's gonna make you feel kind of nervous or weird, and that doesn't mean that it's wrong.
When people first started saying Ash, every time I would get this like surge of adrenaline that was both excited but also like, oh fuck, I did it, I changed my name. Yeah. And they're doing it. It's because it's very vulnerable, and it's like
so vulnerable. Oh, and I'm not a vulnerable person.
I asked a person to do a thing and they just did it. Ooh. So yeah, and so that sometimes that can be confusing. Whether you're feeling like, are you feeling insecure? Are you feeling euphoric? Are you feeling like what? Just too many feelings.
Too many feelings.
We're about to go film a video over on Jack's channel about
top surgery. Yes. All the things you kind of need to know going into top surgery.
So go check that out. Also, if you want to fill the comment section with your gender euphoria stories, that would be lovely.
I'd love to read those.
Okay, bye.
I'm running away, I'm leaving today, and I'm going alone, cause you wanna stay at this rough man decision ain't tough, so let's find a way. Said I'm leaving today, running away, I'm leaving today, and I'm going alone, cause you wanna stay at this rough man decision ain't tough, so let's find a way. Said I'm leaving today.